Welcome to the Sonnet Lounge, a place of intrigue, love, longing, despair, and coffee. We work at the Sonnet Lounge. We make a lot of coffee and live in the poetry of 14 lines in iambic pentameter. It's like caribou, only less bright. Most of the sonnets tell us beauty is fleeting. Sonnet 15. When I consider everything that grows.
When I consider everything that grows, holds in perfection, but a little moment, that this huge stage presented not, but shows forever on the stars in secret influence comment.
When I perceive that men as plants increase, cheered and checked even by the self-same sky, vaunt in their youthful sap at height decrease, and wear their brave state out of memory.
Then the conceit of this inconstant state says you must reach in use before my eyes.
Where wasteful time debateth with decay, to bring your day of youth to sullied night.
And all in war with time, for love of you.
As he takes from you, I engraft you new. That was beautiful. Thank you. Table 6 needs more sugar. Do you ever think about the stars? Table 3 is way too into stars.
Sonnet 14. Not from the stars do I my judgment pluck. Not from the stars do I my judgment pluck.
And yet methinks I have astronomy.
But not to tell of good or evil luck.
Of plagues, of dearths, or season's quality.
Nor can I fortune to brief minutes tell.
Pointing to each his thunder, rain, and wind.
Or say with princes, if it shall go well.
By oft predict that I in heaven find.
In thine eyes my knowledge I derive.
And constant stars in my read such art.
As truth and beauty shall together thrive.
If from thyself to soar thou wouldst convert.
Or else, be this, I prognosticate. Thy end is truth's and beauty's doom and date.
This is a rare occurrence here at the Sonnet Lounge. 3 sonnets in a row. We get to take a break?
Sonnet 78. So oft have I invoked thee for my muse.
So oft have I invoked thee for my muse, and found such assistance in my verse, as every alien pen hath got my use, and under thee their powers you disperse.
Thine eyes that taught the dumb on high to sing, and heavy ignorance aloft to fly, add feathers to the learned's wing, and give grace a double majesty.
Yet be most proud of that which I compiled, for it is thine and born of thee. In other works thou dost but mend the style.
And thy sweet grace's grace be, but thou art all my art, and dost advance as high as learning my rude ignorance.
Sonnet 79. Whilst I alone did call upon thy aid. Whilst I alone did call upon thy aid, my verse alone had all thy gentle grace. But now my gracious numbers are decayed, and my sick muse doth give another place. I grant, sweet love, thy lovely argument deserves the travails of a worthier pen. Yet what of thee thy poet doth invent, he robs thee of and pays it thee again. He lends thee virtue, and he stole that word from thy behavior. Beauty doth he give, and found it in thy cheek. He can afford no praise to thee, but what in thee doth live. So thank him not for that which he doth say, since what he owes thee, thou thyself dost pay.
Sonnet 80.
Oh, how I faint when I do write of you.
Oh, how I faint when I do right.
Knowing a better spirit doth use your name.
and in the praise thereof spends all his might.
To make me tongue-tied speaking of your fame.
But since your worth wide as the ocean is,
The humble as the proudest sail doth bear,
my saucy bark inferior far to his.
and your proud man doth wilfully appear,
Your shallowest help will hold me up afloat.
whilst he upon your soundless deep doth ride.
Or being racked, I am a worthless boat.
He of tall building and of goodly pride.
Then if he thrive and I cast away,
The worst was this, my love was my decay.
Have you ever had a muse? Once. Table 4 is all about the muse. I'll go get more coffee.
Sonnet 82. I grant thou wert not married to my muse.
I grant thou wert not married to my muse, and therefore mayst without a taint overlook the dedicated words which writers use of their fair subject, blessing every book.
Thou art as fair in knowledge as in hue, finding thy worth a limit past my praise, and therefore art enforced to seek anew some fresher stamp of the time-bettering days.
And do so, love. Yet when they have devised what strained touches rhetoric can lend, thou truly fair wert truly sympathized.
In true plain words by thy true telling friend, their gross painting might be better used, where cheeks need blood and thee it is abused.
There is a lot of writer's block happening tonight. And rival poet stuff. I'll get more coffee.
Sonnet 85. My tongue-tied muse in manners holds her still.
My tongue-tied muse in manners holds her still, while comments of your praise richly compile.
Reserve thy character with golden quill, and precious phrase by all the muses filed.
I think good thoughts, whilst others write good words, and unlike unlettered clerks still cry,
Amen to every hymn that able spirit affords, in polished form of well-refined pen.
hearing you praised, I say,
'Tis so, 'tis true,
and to the most of praise add something more.
but that is in my thoughts, whose love to you, though words come hindmost, holds his rank before.
Than others, for the breath of words respect me for my dumb thoughts, speaking in effect.
Sonnet 86. Was it the proudful sail of his great verse? Was it the proudful sail of his great verse, bound for the prize of all too precious you,
That did my ripe thoughts in my brain and purse, making their tune boom wherein they grew.
Was it spirits by spirits taught to write above a mortal pitch that struck me dead?
No, neither he nor his compeers by night, giving him aid, my verse is staunched.
He nor that affable familiar ghost, which nightly gulls him with intelligence.
As victors of my silence cannot boast, I was not sick of any fear from thence. But when your countenance filled up his line, it lacked that matter, that enfeebled mine.
Thanks for stopping by the Sonnet Lounge. We're usually open. It all depends on how we feel. See you next time. Ka-chow!
Welcome to, that's the tragedies. We begin with King Lear. To prepare you when we say tragedy, we mean tragedy, as King Lear is full of vile, deceitful, horrific people doing vile, deceitful, horrific things. We begin in King Lear's court, where he's dividing his kingdom amongst his 3 daughters, based on who flatters him the most.
Which of you, shall we say, doth love us most, that we our largest bounty may extend where nature doth with merit challenge? Sir, I do love you more than words can wield the matter. Find I am alone, feliciate in your dear highness's love.
treasure to my heart, and me hold thee from this forever.
Thy dowerless daughter, king, thrown to my chance, is queen of us, of ours, of our fair France.
Thou hast her, France.
Time shall unfold what plighted cunning hides.
Cordelia is banished, or banished as pronounced in the kingdom back then. She moves to France and marries a king there. And then there's the Earl of Gloucester. The Earl had 2 sons. One, Edgar, who is a very good person, and the other, Edwin, who's not so good of a person. For our purposes, we have the Gloucester daughters, Edwina and Ella. Same story, same motives. Here we have Edwina reading a letter from her sister when the Earl walks in.
Why brand they us with baseness, bastardy? Who in the lusty stealth of nature take more composition than doth within a dull bed? Well then, legitimate Ella, I must have your land.
Why so earnestly seek to put up that letter? Give me the letter.
I hope my sister wrote this as an essay, or a taste of my virtue.
The custom of respecting the elderly keeps us without our inheritance until we are so old we can't enjoy our happiness. Come to me, this of that, may I speak more. Ella. Oh villain, where is she?
Let me, if not by birth, have lands by wit.
Meanwhile, back at Palace Lear, Lear has let the place turn into a huge party house.
I'll not endure it! His knights grow riotous and himself upbraids us on every trifle. Idle old man that still would manage those that he hath given away. How now, daughter? Methinks you're too much to blatantly eye the frown. Here do you keep 100 knights so disordered that this our courtship like a riot is in. Be then desired by her to this quantity your train. Bastard, thou liest. My train are men of rarest parts. I have another daughter, who when she hears this, with her nails shall flay thy wolfish visage. Away, away!
Edwina and Ella come to blows.
Oh, sir, I'm cunning. Fly this place. I must draw my sword upon you. Seek to defend yourself. Now quit you well. Yield! Come before my father! Let! Ho! Ha! Ah! Ha! Ha! Ah! Look, sir, I bleed.
Oh, strange and bastard villain, why would she deny her letter? Let her fly far, and of my land, loyal girl, I'll work the means to make thee capable.
Our father he hath writ, so hath our sister. Lay comfort to your bosom.
Meanwhile, the family is not getting along.
Yet better thus and known to be contemned than still contemned and flattered.
Oh, beloved Regan, thy sister not she had tied unkindness here. Art not ashamed? Oh, Regan, wilt thou take her by hand?
You will return and sojourn with my sister.
Persuade me rather to be slave to this destined groom.
Oh, at your choice, sir.
Come out, all the storm!
Lear is growing more and more mad.
together this night. The injuries the king now bears will be revenged. There's part of a power already footed. We must incline to the king. Though I die for it, the king, my old master, must be relieved.
This courtesy, forbid thee, shall the Duke instantly know. And of this letter, too. This must draw me that which my father loses, no less than all. Malicious is my fortune that I repent to be just.
Seek out where thy father is.
I will preserve in my course of loyalty.
I will lay trust upon thee.
Now the power-hungry Cornwall takes his revenge on Gloucester for helping King Lear.
Ingrateful fox 'tis he!
Bind him! No. No! Please! No!
Hold your hand, my lord! Ah! Give me your sword! Are you okay? I am slain! My lord, you have one eye left to see submission upon him!
Lest it see more! Prevent it! Out! Vile! Jelly! No! No! Please! Where's my daughter Edwina?
Out, treacherous villain! Thou call'st on her that hates thee! Who comes here, my father poorly led? Poor Tom shall lead thee.
Meanwhile, Goneril has committed her loyalty to Edwina.
This kiss shall stretch thy spirits up into the air.
Yours, in the ranks of death.
I have been worth the whistle.
Oh, Goneril, I fear your disposition.
Oh, my good lord, the Duke of Cornwall's dead, slain by his servant, going to put out the other eye of Gloucester.
Oh, poor Gloucester. I live to thank thee for the love thou showst the king, and to revenge thine eyes.
It was great ignorance, Gloucester's eyes being out, to let him live. Edwina has gone to dispatch her knighted life.
I must deliver letters to my lady.
Why should she write to Edwina? She gave most speaking looks to noble Edwina. Take this note. My lord is dead, and more convenient is she for my hand than for your lady's. So fare you well.
News, madam. The British powers are marching hitherward.
Lear is roaming the streets unhinged.
Oh.
Pass.
I know that voice. Is it not the king?
here he is, lay hand upon him.
I am a king. Know you that? Come, you shall get it by running. Sa sa sa!
A proclaimed prize. Thou traitor, the sword is out that must destroy thee.
Now let thy friendly hand put strength enough into it.
Slave! Thou hast slain me! Give the letters which thou findest about me to Edwina, Earl of Gloucester!
Is she dead?
Sit you down, father. Rest you. Let our reciprocal vows be remembered. You have many opportunities to cut them off. Your wife, so I would say, gone rogue. Oh, indistinguished space of woman's will.
You're a spirit. Yeah, I know. Where did you die? Oh, look upon me, sir, and hold your hands in benediction over me.
Do not laugh at me, for I think that this to be my child Cordelia.
And so I am. I am.
Sweet Lord, you know the goodness I intend upon you. Tell me but truly, do you not love my sister? I shall never endure her. Be not familiar with her. I'd rather lose the battle than that sister should loosen her and me.
The king has come to his daughter, with others whom rigor of our state forced to cry out. For this, France invades our land.
Combined together against the enemy.
Speak.
Before we fight the battle, open this letter.
Draw up your powers!
Away, King Lear hath lost. He and his daughters taken. Ripeness is all. Come on.
Sir, I thought it fit to send the old, miserable king to some retention.
General, I create the here, my lord and master.
Edwina, I arrest thee on capital treason. For your claim, fair sister, I bar in the interest of my wife. 'Tis she is subcontracted to this lord, and I, her husband, contradict your bans. My lady is misspoke.
What in the world names me traitor? Villain like he lies!
My sickness grows upon me. What's he that speaks for Edwina, Earl of Gloucester?
Herself!
Shall I stopple it?
But what art thou?
My name is Ella, and thy father's daughter. The sweetness of our lives taught me to shift into a madman's rags. Met I my father in his bleeding rings, saved him from despair. Never revealed myself unto him until some half hour passed. When I asked for his blessing, his heart twists extremities of joy and grief burst smilingly.
Your lady, sir, and your sister by her is poisoned. She confesses it.
I was contracted to them both. All three now marry in an instant. Some good I must do, despite my own nature. Quickly, send to the castle, for my writ is on the life of Lear and Cordelia. Nay, send in time!
Cordelia has been hung because she supports her father against Edwina and her sister. Lear finds his daughter dead and is grief-stricken.
Oh, plague upon them! Murderers are traitors, all of them, Cordelia!
Edwina is dead, my lord.
No, no, wife! He faints.
My lord. Look up, my lord.
Oh, he is gone indeed.
Rule in this realm, and in the gored state sustain.
In this sad time we must obey. Speak what we feel, not what we ought to say.
Tragedy. Hamlet! A little less tragedy, well, a little less gross. Marcellus and Horatio are on watch discussing Prince Hamlet's recent battle wins with Norway when something strange appears to them.
Tell me, why the same watch nightly? Our last king was, by Fortinbras of Norway, dared to combat, in which our Hamlet did slay this Fortinbras, who by a sealed compact did forfeit all which he stood of. Now young Fortinbras of unimproved metal appear unto our state. But soft, behold!
Ladies and gentlemen, here is Hamlet!
Oh, that this too sullied flesh should melt. How stale and unprofitable seems to be all the uses of this world. 2 months dead, so excellent a king, so loving to my mother that he might not beteem the winds of heaven. Must I remember, within a month most unrighteous tears had left her eyes. She married, but break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
My lord, I think I saw the king, your father. 2 nights together had, and Marcellus on watch, encounter a figure like your father, and I with them kept the watch. The apparition comes.
Hold you watch night? If it assumes my noble father's person, I'll speak to it, though hell itself should gape and bid me hold my peace.
Hamlet's love, Ophelia, is warned by Laertes to be weary of Hamlet.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my lord. Farewell, Ophelia, and remember what I have said to you.
What is it he hath said to you?
Something touching the Lord Hamlet. He hath made many tenders of his affection to me.
Do you believe these tenders, as you call them? When the blood burns, how prodigal the soul lends the tongue vows, I will not have you slander any moment's leisure or talk with the Lord Hamlet.
I shall obey.
And Hamlet's dead father does indeed appear to him with a dire warning.
I shall call thee king. Father, oh, answer me.
I am thy father's spirit. If thou didst ever thy dear father love, revenge his most foul and unnatural murder. The serpent that did sting thy father's life now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophetic soul, my uncle!
On my secure hour, thy uncle stole, with juice of cursed Hebona, and in my ears did pour. Let not Denmark be a couch for damned incest. But take not thy mind against thy mother. Leave her to heaven. Adieu. Remember me.
I have sworn it. I bear myself hereafter to put an antic disposition on that you, seeing me pronouncing of some doubtful phrase or some ambiguous giving out, no out of me.
Guildenstern. Hamlet's transformation hath put him from the understanding of himself. I beseech you instantly to visit my too much changed son.
My good lord, I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
Well, I doubt it is no other than his father's death and or hasty marriage. Voltimand, what from my brother Norway?
Fortinbras gives vow before his uncle never more to be the say arms against your majesty.
Since brevity is the soul of wit, I will be brief. Your son is mad. I have a daughter who hath given me this. To the most beautified Ophelia, never doubt I love. I have not art to reckon my groans, but that I love thee best, oh most best, believe it. Adieu.
And how has she received his love?
My young mistress, thus I did bespeak. The Lord Hamlet is a prince out of thy star, this must not be. Sometimes he walks in the lobby. At such a time I'll lose my daughter to him. Be you and I behind the arras then.
We will try it.
Hamlet comes with a plan to have a play performed for the king, in which the actors will recreate the murder of his father by the king.
You are welcome, masters. Welcome all. We'll hear a play tomorrow. Can you play The Murder of Gonzaga? You could for need study a speech that I wouldn't say, could you not?
Aye, my lord.
The play's the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
He does confess himself distracted, but from what cause he will by no means speak, like a gentleman.
But with much forcing of his disposition.
Sweet Gertrude, leave us, for we have closely called Hamlet hither that he may hear affront Ophelia.
I shall obey you.
I hear him coming. Let's withdraw, my lord.
To be, or not to be? That is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer slings and arrows of an outrageous fortune, or to take up arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. To die, to sleep, no more. And by asleep to say, we end the heartache, and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause.
My lord, how does your honor for this day?
Ha! Are you honest? Are you fair? If you be honest and fair, then your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty. Get thee to a nunnery, or marry a fool. For wise men know well enough what monsters you make of them. To a nunnery, go, and quickly too.
Oh, what a noble mind is here. O'erthrown, oh, woe is me!
Polonius!
Yes, my lord.
Love? His affections do not this way trend.
I do believe the commencement of his grief is sprung from neglect of love. Lives with our Roman children. I'll be pleased to hear the comfort.
There's a play tonight. One scene of it comes near the circumstances of my father's passing. I could, will never cease the active but observe my uncle. If his guilt itself does not unkennel, it is a damned ghost that we have seen.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the play within the play. As Hamlet said, the play is the thing to catch the conscience of the king.
My offense is rank. My fault is past. No one or your prayer can serve my turn. I am still possessed of those effects for which I committed the murder. Hell angels, make a sing. Bend stubborn knees, and all will be well.
Now he is praying. A villain kills my father, and do the same villain send to heaven. When he is about some act that has no relish of salvation in it, his soul may be damned to hell where to it goes.
My words fly up, but my thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts never to heaven go. Thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended. You are the queen, your husband's brother's wife. And would it were not so, you are my mother.
What wilt thou do? Help! Ho! What ho? Help!
How now?
A rat?
What hast thou done?
A bloody deed. Almost as bad as kill a king and marry his brother.
King!
Have you eyes?
See no more! I turned my eyes into my soul where I see such black.
Confess yourself to heaven. Repent for what is past. Avoid what is to come. I must be cruel only to be kind.
Oh, vile king, give me my father. I am guiltless of your father's death, and I'm in grief for it. Let her come in.
Is it possible a young man's wits should be as immortal as a man's life?
Fare you well, my dove. You must put me in your heart for friend, that he has no father's flame pursued my life.
It well appears, but tell me why you proceed not against these feats.
For two reasons. First, the queen, his mother, lives almost by his looks. I could not but by her. The other motive is the great love General Gender bear him.
And I, a noble father lost, a sister driven to desperate terms. My revenge will come, and for that purpose, I'll anoint my sword with unction, so mortal may it be death.
Laertes, your sister's drowned. Too much water hast thou. Poor Ophelia, therefore, I forbid my tears.
If your lordship were at his leisure, his majesty bade me keep you that he laid a great wager on you.
Hamlet, take this hand from me.
Give me your pardon, sir. I have done you wrong. I hear you claim it was madness. His madness is poor Hamlet's enemy.
I am unsatisfied in my revenge, and I stand aloof with no reconcilement.
Give them the foil, Osric.
silence.
Is there anything else I can get you?
Oh, a cannoli for me.
And a limoncello for me, but can we share?
Yes. Oh, and a pizza.
Margarita? More espresso?
Yes, please.
Oh, our play begins in Verona.
In Julia's garden, where Julia receives a love letter from Proteus.
Lucetta, Julia's woman in waiting, deals with Julia's mixed feelings.
But say, Lucetta, now we are alone. Wouldst thou then counsel me to fall in love?
Aye, madam, so you stumble not unheedfully.
Of all the fair resort of gentlemen that every day with parle encounter me, in thy opinion, which is worthiest love?
Please repeat their names. I'll show my mind according to my shallow, simple skill.
What thinkest thou of the rich Mercatio?
Well, of his wealth.
But of himself, so. What thinkest thou of the gentle Proteus? Of many good I think him best. Why, he of all the rest hath never moved me, yet he of all the rest I think best loves ye. Peruse this paper, madam. Say who gave it thee? Sir Valentine's page and sent, I think from Proteus. He would have given it you, but I, being in the way, did in your name receive it? Pardon the fault, I pray. By my modesty, a godly broker. Dare you presume to harbor wanton lies? To whisper and conspire against my youth? There, take the paper, see if he returned, or else return no more into my sight. Will you be gone? And yet I would I had o'erlooked the letter. Fie, how wayward is this foolish love that like a testy babe will scratch the nurse. How churlishly I chid Lucetta hence when inward joy enforced my heart to smile. My penance is to call Lucetta back and ask remission for my folly past. What ho, Lucetta?
What would your ladyship?
Some love of yours hath writ to you in rhyme.
That I might sing it, madam, to a tune.
Well, let's see your song. Oh, how now, minion?
Keep them there still and we'll sing it out. And yet, methinks I do not like this tune.
You do not?
No, madam.
'Tis too sharp. You, minion, are too saucy.
Nay, now you are too flat.
This babble shall henceforth not trouble me. Go get ye gone and let the paper slide. Hateful hands to tear such loving words. I'll kiss each several paper for amends. Oh, look, here is writ, kind Julia. Oh, unkind Julia. Oh, look, here is writ, love-wounded Proteus. Oh, poor wounded name. My bosom as a bed shall lodge thee till thy wound be thoroughly healed. Oh, lo, here his name is twice writ. Poor forlorn Proteus, passionate Proteus, to the sweet Julia. That'll tear away. And yet I will not, sith so prettily he couples it to his complaining names. Now, thus I will fold them upon one another. Kiss, embrace, contend, do what you will. What, shall these papers lie like telltales? If you best respect them, best to take them up. Nay, I was taken up for laying them down, but here they shall not lie for catching cold. I see you have a month's mind to them. I know. You may say what sights you see. I see things too. Although you judge, I win. Come, will please you go?
Launch grieves that he must part with his family to travel with Proteus, his master.
He chastises his dog Crab for not sharing his grief.
Bad dog.
to the Imperial's court. I think Crab, my dog, be the sourest-natured dog that lives. My mother weeping, my father wailing, our cat wringing her hands, yet did not this cruel-hearted cur shed one tear. He is a very pebble stone, and has no more pity in him than a dog. Nay, I'll show you the manner of it. This shoe is my father. This shoe with the hole in it is my mother. I am the dog. No, the dog is me, and I am the dog. Oh, the dog is himself, and I am me. Now, should I kiss my father? Well, he weeps on. Now, come I to my mother. Well, I kiss her. Why, there 'tis, here's my mother's breath up and down. Now the dog all this while sheds not a tear, nor speaks a word. But see, as I lay the dust with my tears.
Launch! Away, aboard! Thy master is shipped, and thou art to post after with oars. What's the matter? Why weepest thou, man? Away, ass. You'll lose the tide if you tarry any longer.
It is no matter if the tide were lost, for it is the unkindest tide that ever any man tied.
What's the unkindest tide?
Why, he that's tied here. Crab, my dog.
Tut, man. I mean thou to lose the flood, and in losing the flood, lose thy voyage.
Lose the tide and the voyage? Why, man? If the river were dry, I am able to fill it with my tears. If the wind were down, I could drive the boat with my sighs.
Come away, man. I was sent to call thee.
Sir, call me what thou darest.
Wilt thou go?
Well, I will go.
Proteus arrives in Milan and is greeted by his best friend, Valentine, and Valentine's beloved, Sylvia.
Proteus immediately falls in love with Sylvia. Ding dong!
Here come the gentlemen.
Welcome, dear Proteus. Mistress, I beseech you, entertain him for my fellow servant to your ladyship.
Too low a mistress for so high a servant. Not so, sweet lady, but too mean a servant to have the look of such a worthy mistress.
Leave off discourse of disability. Sweet lady, entertain him for your servant.
My duty will I boast of, nothing more.
And duty never yet did want his meed. Servant, you are welcome to a worthless mistress.
I'll die on him that says so. But yourself?
That you're welcome?
That you are worthless.
I'll leave you to confer of home affairs. And when you have done so, I look to hear from you.
We'll both attend upon your ladyship.
Now, tell me, Proteus, how does your love, and how thrives your love?
My tales of love are wont to weary you. I know you join not to love discourse.
My Proteus, but that life is altered now. For in revenge of my contempt of love, love hath chased sleep from mine enthralled eyes, and made them watchers of mine own heart's sorrow. O gentle Proteus, love is a mighty lord, and hath so humbled me. As I confess, now I can break my fast, dine, sup, and sleep upon the very naked name of love.
Enough! I've seen the fortune in your eye. Was this the idol that you worship so?
Even she. And is she not a heavenly saint?
No, but she is an earthly paragon.
Call her divine.
I will not flatter her.
Then speak the truth by her. If not divine, yet let her be a principality, sovereign to all the creatures on the earth.
What? Except my mistress? Why, Valentine, what braggardism is this?
Pardon me, Proteus. All I am is nothing to her, whose worth makes other worthies nothing. She is alone.
Then let her alone.
Not for the world. Why, man, she is mine own, and I as rich in having such a jewel as 20 seas, if all the sand were pearl, the water nectar, and the rock pure gold.
but she loves you.
Aye, and we are betrothed. Nay more, our marriage hour, determined of how I must climb her window, the ladder made of cords, and all the means plotted and agreed on for my happiness. Good Proteus, go with me to my chamber in these affairs, and aid me with thy counsel.
Go on before. I shall inquire your work, and I'll presently attend you.
Will you make haste?
I will. Even as one heat another heat expels, and as one nailed by strength drives out another, so the remembrance of my former love is by a newer object quite forgotten. Is it mine eye, Valentine's praise, her true perfection, or my false transgression that makes me reasonless to reason thus? She's fair, and so is Julia that I love, that I did love. For now my love is thawed, and like a waxen image against the fire, bears no impression of the thing it was. If I can check my erring love, I will. If not, to compass her, use my skill.
Proteus betrays Valentine's elopement plans to Silvia's father, the Duke of Milan, who banishes Valentine.
Proteus pretends to grieve with Valentine and conveys him on his way to exile.
Exile, exile, exile.
Now tell me, Proteus, what's your will with me?
My gracious lord, what I would discover the laws of friendship bids me to conceal. No, worthy prince. Sir Valentine, my friend, this knight intends to steal away your daughter.
Proteus, I thank thee for thine honest care. Upon mine honor, he shall never know that I had any light from thee of this.
Adieu, my lord. Sir Valentine is coming.
Sir Valentine, whither away so fast?
Please it your grace. There's a messenger that says to bear letters to my friends, and I'm going to deliver them.
What letter is this saying? What's here? To Sylvia. My thoughts do harbor with my Sylvia nightly. My herald thoughts in thy pure bosom rest them. I curse myself, for they are sent by me, that they should harbor where their lord would be. What's here? Sylvia, this night I will enfranchise thee. Go, base intruder, overweening slave. If thou linger in my territories, by heaven, my wrath shall far exceed the love I ever bore for my daughter or thyself. Be gone! I will not hear thy vain excuse. As thou lovest thy life, make speed from hence.
And why not death, rather than living torment? To die is to be banished from myself, and Sylvia is myself. What light is light, if Sylvia be not seen? What joy is joy, if Sylvia be not by? Tarry I here, I but attend on death. But fly I hence, I fly away from life.
Valentine!
No!
What then?
Nothing.
Can nothing speak? Master, shall I strike? Who wouldst thou strike? Nothing? Villain, forbear. Friend Valentine, a word.
My ears are stopped and cannot hear good news. So much of bad already hath possessed them.
Cease to lament that thou canst not help. Sorry, Valentine. Time is the nurse and breeder of all good. Here, if thou stay, thou canst not see thy love. Besides, staying will bridge thy life. Hope is a lover's staff. Walk hence with that. Here their letters me be, though thou art hence, which being rich to me shall still be delivered even in the milk-white bosom of thy love. Come, Valentine.
Oh, my dear Sylvia, hapless Valentine.
I am but a fool, look you. And yet, I have the wit to think my master is a kind of knave.
Proteus and musician serenade Sylvia as the host and Julia, whose disguise as a male page, look on.
The sight and sounds of Proteus's infidelity practically breaks poor Julia's heart.
Oh, Proteus.
Already have I been false to Valentine. But Sylvia is too fair, too true, and too holy to be corrupted with my worthless gifts. Now must we to her window, and to her ear will we give some evening music. Now, fair friends, tune, and tune it lustily for a while.
Now, my young guest, methinks you're melancholy. I pray you, why is it?
Marry mine host, for I cannot be married.
Come, we'll have you married. I'll bring you music, and you'll see the gentleman that you asked for.
That would be music. Musician likes me not.
Oh, why, my pretty youth?
He plays false, father.
How? Out of tune on the strings?
Not so, but yet so false that he grieves my very heartstrings.
Ah, you have a quick ear.
Aye, would I were deaf. It would make me have a slower heart.
Madam, good even to your ladyship. Sir Proteus, as I take it, what is your will? That I may compass yours? You have your wish. My will is even this, that presently you hie you home to bed. Thou subtle, perjured, false, disloyal man, thinkest thou I am so shallow, so conceitless to be seduced by thy flattery that has deceived so many with thy vows? Return and make thy love amends. I despise thee for thy wrongful suit. Madam, if your heart be so obdurate, vouchsafe me yet your picture for thy love, and to your shadow will I make true love.
If 'twere a substance, you would sure deceive it and make it but a shadow, as I am.
I am very loath to be your idol, sir.
Host, will you go?
By my halidom, I was fast asleep.
Trust me, I think 'tis almost day. Not so, yet it hath been the longest night I e'er watched, and the most heaviest.
As Valentine watches from a hiding place, Proteus pleads for Sylvia's love.
Things get a little complicated, but don't worry. It's a Shakespearean comedy.
Human error is sure to result in forgiveness, not catastrophe.
Yeah.
This shadowy desert, unfrequented woods, here can I sit alone, unseen of any, and to the nightingale's complaining notes tune my distresses and record my woes. Repair me with thy presence, Sylvia. Thou gentle nymph, cherish thy forlorn swain. Withdraw thee, Valentine. Who's this comes here?
Madam, vouchsafe me one for my maid and one fair look. Oh, miserable, unhappy that I am.
Will
and me when he approacheth to your presence.
Had I been seized by a hungry lion, I would have been breakfast to the beast, rather than have false Proteus rescue me. Oh, heaven be judged how I love Valentine, whose life's as tender to me as my soul. I do detest false perjured Proteus. Therefore be gone, solicit me no more. Oh, where women cannot love where they are beloved, when Proteus cannot love where he is beloved. Read over Julia's heart, thy first best love, thou counterfeit to thy true friend. In love who respects friend, all men but Proteus. Nay, if the gentle spirit of moving words can no way change you to a milder form, I'll woo you like a soldier at arm's end, and love you against the nature of love, force me yield to my desire. Oh, heaven!
Ruffian, let go that rude, uncivil touch.
Valentine!
Thou friend of an ill fashion. Line.
Thou common friend that without faith or love.
Thou common friend that without faith or love.
Who should be trusted.
Who should be trusted when one's right hand is perjured to the bosom. The private wound is deepest, so time most accursed amongst all foes that a friend should be the worst.
Oh, my shame and guilt confounds me. Forgive me, Valentine. If my hearty sorrow be a sufficient worthy for offense I tender here, I truly do I suffer as error did commit.
Then I am paid. And once again, I do receive the honest, who by repentance is not satisfied, is nor of heaven nor earth, for these are pleased. By penitence the eternal wraths appeased, and that my love may appear plain and free, all that was mine in Sylvia, I give thee.
Oh, the unhappy. Oh, look to the boy.
Why, boy, why? How now? Look up.
Speak. Good sir, my master charged me to deliver a ring to Madame Sylvia, which out of my neglect was never done. Where's that ring, boy? Here, 'tis. This is it. How? Let me see. Why, this is the ring I gave to Julia. Great mercy, sir, I have mistook. This is the ring you gave to Sylvia. But how comest thou by this ring? And my depart I gave this unto Julia. And Julia herself did give it me, and Julia herself did bring it hither. How? Julia! Behold, her that gave aim to all thy oaths and entertained them deeply in her heart. How oft hast thou with perjury cleft the root? Thou Proteus, let this habit make thee blush. Be thou ashamed that I took upon me such an immodest raiment. If shame live in a disguise of love, it is the lesser blot modesty finds women to change their shapes than men their minds. Then men their minds, 'tis true. Oh, heaven! If men were constant, he were perfect, but that one fault fills him with failures and sent him through all the sins unconstantly. And so sorry, Julia. Fills him with sins and constantly falls off ere it begins. What is in Sylvia's face that I may spy more fresh than Julia's with a constant eye?
Come, a hand from either. Let me be blessed to make this happy close. 'Twere pity two such friends should long be foes.
Behold, heaven, my wish is forever, and mine as well.
It is my lord, the Duke.
Sir Valentine?
Come not within the measure of my wrath. Do not name Sylvia thine, if Verona shall not hold thee. Here she stands, take but possession of her with a touch. I dare thee but to breathe upon my love.
I do applaud thy spirit, Valentine, and think thee worthy of an empress's love. Know then, I hereby forget all former griefs, and repeal thee home again. Thou art a gentleman, and well derived. Take thou thy Sylvia, for thou hast deserved her.
I thank your grace. The gift hath made me happy. What think you of this page, my lord?
I think the boy hath grace in him. He blushes.
I warrant you, more grace than boy.
What mean you by that saying?
Please you, I'll tell you as we pass along, that you will wonder what hath fortuned. Come, Proteus, 'tis your penance but to hear the story of our loves discovered. That done, our day of marriage shall be yours. One feast, one house, one mutual happiness.
One feast, one house, one mutual happiness.
takes place in Illyria, an ancient and mythical country in southern Europe, on the Adriatic Sea.
Two twins, Sebastian and Viola, are separated in a shipwreck.
Viola, believing her brother Sebastian to be dead, disguises herself as a man and takes a position as a page in the court of Duke Orsino, who is romantically pursuing the wealthy Countess Olivia, who is still mourning the sudden death of her brother.
Living in Olivia's household is her drunken cousin, Sir Toby. With frequent visits by his goofy party friend, Sir Andrew Aguicheek.
Also at Olivia's house are the puritanical and fun-hating Malvolio, the maid Maria, and the court fool, who comes and goes as she pleases, Vesta.
So, our tale begins with Viola being sent to Olivia's estate to deliver a love message from Duke Orsino,
whom Viola herself secretly loves.
The scene begins in the courtyard of the estate of Countess Olivia.
Tell me where thou hast been. My lady will hang thee for thy absence.
Let her hang me. She that is well hanged in this weird need to fleer no colors.
That may be bold to say in your foolery.
God give them wisdom that have it, and those that are fools, let them use their talents.
You were best.
What dance be thy will? Let me put me into good fooling.
God bless thee, lady.
Take away the fool. The lady bade take away the fool. Therefore I say take her away. Sir, I bade them take away you. Lady, I wear not motley in my brain. Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you the fool. Make your proof. Good Madonna, why mourn'st thou, good fool, for my brother's death? I think his soul is in hell, Madonna. I know his soul is in heaven, fool. The more fool to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven. Oh, take away the fool, gentlemen. What do you think of this fool, Malvolio? Doth she not mend?
Yes, and shall do till the pangs of death shake her. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, speedy infirmity for better increasing your folly. How you say to that, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. Oops. Look you now. She's out of her guard already.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio. There is no slander in an avowed fool, though she do nothing but rail.
There was at the gate a young gentleman, much desired to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He is fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so.
What kind of man is he?
Why of mankind?
Of what personage and years is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. One would think his mother's milk were scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call him my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman, my lady calls.
Give me my veil. Come throw it over my face. We'll once more hear of Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house. Which is she?
Oh, speak to me. I shall answer for her. Your will?
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you, tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech.
What are you? What would you?
What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To any others, profanation.
Give us the place alone. We will hear of this divinity.
Good madam, let me see your face.
You are out of your textbooks? I will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir. Such a one I was in this present. Is it not well done?
It is excellently done, if God did all.
'Tis ingrained, sir. 'Twill endure wind and weather.
My lord and master loves you.
How does he love me?
With adorations, with fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does not know my mind. I cannot love him.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of contemned love, and sing them even in the dead of night. Halloo your name in the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia!
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him, and let him send me no more. Unless, perchance, you were to return, to tell me how he takes it. I fare you well. I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
I'm no feed post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Farewell, fair cruelty.
Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions, and spirits do give thee fivefold blazon. Not too fast, soft, soft, as quickly as one may catch the plague. Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep into mine eyes. Well, let it be. What's home, Malvolio?
Here, madam. At your service.
Fetch that same peevish messenger, the county's man. He left his ring behind him. If that youth will come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reason for it. Hie thee, Malvolio!
Madam, I will.
I do know not in what to find. Mine eyes too great a flatter for my mind. Fate, show thy force ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and to be this so.
Meanwhile, back at Duke Orsino's palace, Orsino and Viola have a man-to-man talk about men's passions.
As Viola struggles to keep her own feelings for the Duke at bay.
If music be the food of love, play on!
piece of song, that old and antique song we heard last night, methought it did relieve my passion much. Come, but one verse.
She is not here, so please, your lordship, that should sing it.
Who was it?
Was it? Who sang it? It was Festa, the jailer.
The jester.
The jester, my lord. A fool that the Lady Olivia's father took much delight in. Where is she?
About the house.
She is about the house.
Seek her out, and play the music the while. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it remember me. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou dost speak masterly. My life upon't, young though thou art, thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it loves. Hath it not, boy?
A little, by your favor.
What kind of woman is't?
Of your complexion?
Oh, fellow, come. That song we heard last night, it is old and plain, and dallies with the innocence of love, like the old age. Are you ready, sir? Aye, prithee, sing.
May we please get a deep...
My lord, say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia.
There is no woman's sides can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much. Make no compare between the love that a woman may bear me and that I owe Olivia.
But I know.
What dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men may owe. In faith, they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter, loved a man, as it would be, perhaps, were I a woman, I should, your lordship.
And what's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, and with a green and yellow melancholy she sat like patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will. For still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too, and yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the theme. To her in haste. Give her this rule. Say, my love can bear no place. Bide no delay.
Meanwhile, back at Olivia's house, Sir Toby, Sir Andrew, and Festa sing and dance the night away.
This does not sit well with Malvolio.
Big surprise. Another round of coffees, please.
Of course.
Andrew. Not to be in bed before midnight is to be up betimes. I know not, but I know. To be up late is to be up late. A false conclusion. I hit it as an unfilled can. To be up after midnight is to be up early. Therefore, we should eat and drink. Maria! I say! A step of wine! No! Here comes the fool, Unfaith. The fool has an excellent breast. Now it's all. Come, here's a sixpence. Let's have a song.
Would you have a love song or a song of good life?
I love songs. I can look for a good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay and clear, your true love is coming.
Humble lift to its voice, as I am a true knight.
A contagious breath.
Very sweet and contagious in faith.
To hear by the nose, it is a dulcet contagion. But shall we make the welcome dance indeed?
Most certain. Let our catch be. Thou knave. Begin, fool. It begins. Hold thy peace.
I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
Good and fight. Come. Begin.
If my lady have not called up her steward, Malvolio, and bid him turn you outdoors, never trust me.
Tilly Valley lady, they'll live to get the devil on. My masters! Are you mad? Or what are you?
Have you no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gamble like tinkers at this time of night? Make ye an ale house of my lady's house? Is there no respect of place, persons, nor time in you?
We did keep time, sir.
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you that though she harbors you as one of her kinsmen, she is nothing allied to your disorders.
Shall I bid him go?
What and if you do?
Shall I bid him go and spare not?
Oh no, you dare not.
Out of time, sir. You lie. Art thou but a mere steward? Dost thou think, because thou art virtuous, there shall be no more kings, no more ale? Go, sir. Rub your chain in crumbs. Maria! Another stew! A wine!
Mistress Mary, if you prized my lady's favor at anything more than contempt, you would not give means for this uncivil rule. She shall know of it by this hand.
Oh, go shake your ears. Go shake your ears.
Go shake your ears! Go shake your ears! Go shake your ears! Come. I'll go burn some sack. Over there. Oh, yes. Well, it's too late to go to bed now. Gentlemen, we're off to find some sack. Sir Agger's buying. You want to come on?
Let me finish his play. In time, Viola's brother Sebastian reappeared, alive and well.
And marries the happy Olivia.
And the Duke Orsino finds love with the ecstatic Viola.
And while there is still ill between Malvolio and the revelers,
We invited him to join in the happy dance at the end.